Okay, so an article that I just found. Microsoft suspects what from Xbox? Let's read it together. Okay, so here's the article right here. You can listen to the article right here, but I'm going to read it to you. It's not that long. Anyway, so Microsoft has finally revealed an enormous sale. I haven't read this before, so I'm doing this blind. So anyway, Microsoft has finally revealed the enormous sales gap between Xbox One and PS4 consoles. While you may have had an inkling that the PS4 outsold the Xbox One, Microsoft has always kept quiet on the console sales figures. Now, the company has finally revealed the disparity, and this isn't pretty. Microsoft admits that the PS4 outsold the Xbox One practically 2 units to one. The data comes from a document that the tech giant submitted to Brazil's national competition regulator, and the key takeaway here, translated from Portuguese, is as follows: Sony has surpassed Microsoft in terms of console sales, installed base, and have sold more than twice as many Xbox in the last generation. Microsoft says that according to Game Luster's translation, can't talk. To Game Luster's translation, Microsoft still hasn't revealed exactly how many Xbox One consoles they sold. However, Sony last reported number of PS4 consoles sold approximately 117.2 million. If Microsoft sold half that number, we're looking around 58.6 million Xbox One consoles, or even fewer. Unshakable reputation. All right. There's a few reasons for the Xbox One. There are a few reasons for Xbox One relatively lackluster sales performance. For one, you might remember the console's disastrous marketing in the run up to launch. Yeah, the console was originally set to acquire an online connection at all times, and any physical games installed to your Xbox One would be tied to your console at the console alone. It was a scheme that would have effectively rendered this unless after the initial install. It was an attempt to eliminate the second-hand market for Xbox One games, but Xbox fans were appalled at the move, and it was a shocking blunder by Microsoft, and Sony was more happy to mock. Remember the infamous PS4 sharing tutorial? Oh yeah, I remember that. Like they totally Xbox totally blocked DMC. Totally blocking off third party software or some shit. I'm not sure. It was a mess. It was so far long ago. I think I was like probably 30 when that shit happened. I'm not sure. 28. No, it wasn't that far off. I think I was in my mid 30s when that happened. Anyway, moments like that, Microsoft's initial emphasis on pushing the Kinect motion camera initially hampered the Xbox One mass appeal. Thankfully, because nobody wanted the Kinect. We didn't want the first version of the Kinect. I had it, and I got the Kinect on my Xbox One just because it came with it, but I don't use it. Uh, I don't want no camera looking at me except for my webcam. You know what I'm saying? Based on this video. Um, Thankfully, a day one patch removed the always online requirement for the console, but damage has already been done. It may have stumbled hard off the blocks, then put but Microsoft did eventually turn the Xbox One around into becoming a console worth buying. Many of the best Xbox One games still hold oppressively high Metacritic reviews, score averages, and introduction of the Xbox Game Pass. Okay, blase, 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 blase. I got this article from what the fuck, TRG. Oh shit. I had a burp. It was a burp hiccup. Shit. So I remember that bullshit when they was like, Xbox is gonna be always on and shit. I'm like, they gonna shoot themselves in the foot because you not everybody back in them days had internet, you know, and especially it was the people with Xbox 360s. I had an Xbox 360. I didn't really need internet to play my games. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority was offline single player games that I was playing on my 360. You know, now they was like, they got a nice idea of like having the Xbox One always online, and usually it's a brick when you don't have internet. I'm like, what the fuck? So they changed that shit. And yes, Sony, you know, the PlayStation people was trolling the fuck out of them, you know. But I can't say that now. Now Microsoft is beating the fuck out of PlayStation because, you know, a lot of people don't have PS5s. I'm one of the lucky people that got a PS5. Not initially. I actually waited like a couple several months like after the initial launch. But not everybody have a PS5. So I think there's more people with an Xbox Series X. Like my coworker, he loves his Xbox. I swear, even though it looked like a refrigerator, I always say that. Hey, how's your refrigerator doing? And he always combats me like, hey, how's your Wi-Fi router is? Well, I said that weird. How's your Wi-Fi router is or some shit. I don't know. But it is what it is. Yes, PlayStation 4 was beating the shit out of Xbox One, basically because people at Microsoft was being dumbasses, and then months later they kind of like retracted their statements and made Xbox One cool again. You know, now fast forwarding to today, Xbox One's kicking PlayStation's ass because of the not a lot of people having. It's so hard to get a PS5. You know, it's so hard to find a Xbox Series X now. You know, basically of the what the fuck, the chip shortage. Is that because of COVID or whatever? It is what it is. Now Microsoft is beating Sony. And also with the Game Pass. The Game Pass is fucking awesome. Ah, yes, I upgraded from PlayStation Essential to fucking, what's that shit, Extra. I will never get premium. I don't need premium. It's just give me extra. You know, anyway, it is what it is. Hit that like button if you like it. Social media links be down in the description box below. You want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification so you never ever miss another video, bitch. I'm Drake King James. Peace.